It was PvP last week. It is raiding this week. I wanted to make this video kind of trying to get more people into raiding. It is the first step. It's looking for raid, which is heavily nerfed versions of the actual raid. So if you do want that challenge, I would say find a guild, go for normal, go for heroic, go for mythic. The thing is, you can pick up most of the fight doing the fight. Like, it's that kind of thing where doing it is you're learning best. Is that... I'm not sure. That's not the phrase. What is it? Oh, I don't know. Something about doing it. But so few people do mythic raiding and even raiding in general. So I'm trying to sort of bridge that gap with this video and show just how ridiculously easy it can be. So how easy can it really be? You might be shocked to find out, I'm somewhat of a casual, as it turns out. I don't really raid. The last time I was truly into raiding was Wrath of Lich King. I have done the raids here and again, and I've ran them for transmogs and stuff, so I don't really raid at the time. I'm normally PvPing, I'm normally leveling ults with friends. It's normally about the experience for me rather than gear, to be honest. But if you have never raided or you've never wanted to take that step, you've seen videos, you've heard of stories of people screaming and losing their temper and it just being a terrible experience.
If you stand in the right f***ing place, there is no way you are going to f***ing get into the goddamn whelps.
I mean, you are right. I'm not going to lie to you. I've had some awful experiences. I've had guilds disband. But looking for raid is completely different, so you're basically just going to jump in with a bunch of casuals like yourself, like me. I'll probably see you in there, and you're going to run it. You're not going to have to do anything. You're going to obviously cast your spells, learn your rotations to do it quickly and efficiently. But I mean, even that isn't necessary. Let's take a look at this. Bear in mind, I have not done any Castle Nathria. I have not looked up the abilities. I have seen people do it on stream, but I haven't really been paying attention to the tactics or anything. I've just been watching for enjoyment. So I have no idea going into this.
I don't know how hard I should get.
I haven't looked up the abilities. I haven't looked up how the mechanics work. I wanted to do this as a new player, and a noob, I guess. A noob's adventure into raiding. There's the title. Now, if you do want to take it a little more seriously and you do want to try and learn it because you want to move into normals and heroics afterwards, if you hold Shift J, you can go through your journal and look through how mechanics work and how it works at heroic level and how they add stuff. So there is that if you do want it. If you just want to be a filthy casual like myself, literally go in there, cast Frostbolt, collect loot and leave.
Say the line, Bart!
Now, I've done the whole of Castle Nathria now without using any guides or anything. The only one I died on was I think it's Council of Blood, where they make you dance, and there was like a massive spot in the middle, which I thought we were meant to avoid. It turns out I was meant to stand there, and that is that. Obviously, none of the gear I need anyway, because leveling up my PvP and the Covenant stuff, I've already gone past this level, this eye level, so it does go up to 194, so if you're already past that, it's probably not even worth doing. I would say do it just for the experience. You do get gold, you do get anima, so it's one of those things you can do weekly. I do think looking for raid is a bad thing, which is unfortunate. I think this game is just becoming less and less of a social MMO and more of a gear check, which is why it's going into decline. Not enough people give a shit about it. I would say I'm in that as well. Like, I don't really care about my gear level. I don't really care about getting the best gear. Obviously, I try to get gear, and yeah, it's kind of cool when I get it, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the only reason I play the game. I play the game to enjoy it with friends. I play it for PvP. I play it because, realistically, because I've been playing it for so long, and it has become one of my favorite games of all time. But it's unfortunate because I do think WoW is, well, It's not what I think. It is in decline from where it used to be, and eventually something is going to overtake it. Now, Ashes of Creation and New World are out soon, so I am going to be trying those. I am going to be bringing some videos from those when they're out eventually. I'm not even sure on the dates at the minute. I think New World is scheduled for August. Ashes of Creation, I'm not sure. I think that's going into beta and alpha at the minute. One of the two. But in the comments below, last week's video was a little more fun. It was a little more something. It had less information. It was a little more jokey. Let me know if you prefer that type of video or one like this where I do give you some information. I do still try and keep it fun, but it is not. It's a little more, not serious, but there's a little more information in it. There's a little more value to it. Or if you'd rather have the stupid video last week where I was just making fun of stuff and having weird situations in it and stuff like that, I'll probably end up doing a mix of it, but let me know in the comments below which video you preferred. But there it is. There is Castle Nathria defeated by a filthy casual. Pretty much just showing what is wrong with this game. Don't get me wrong, I love World of Warcraft, but this should have been a bigger experience for me. When I went into it, I was taking it seriously, but then as the first boss went down, nobody really did much of anything. The second boss went down, and it was just more of a DPS check. It became very apparent that looking for raid was a terrible thing, which I hadn't used before. If I had raided in the past, it was with a guild, and I do think it should be that way, or there should be some kind of middle ground, but this was far too easy. But I do understand why it was easy, because getting together with a group of like 20, 25 people, it's not going to go well, so they do have to nerf it slightly. I just think probably they've done it too much. Let me know what you think of looking for raid in the comments below, and if you raid in general. Let me know what you're doing in Shadowlands at the minute and which MMO you're most looking forward to. But that is all I've got for this episode, so I will see you later next week. The following week, a friend is picking up a PC, so we are going to be getting fully back into World of Warcraft. A couple of friends on there, a couple of family members, so we are going to go heavily into it. A little more content coming your way then. But until next time.